With the second pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Robert Griffin III. With the 22nd pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Johnny Manziel.
Takes the snap, scrambles and breaks the tackle. RG3 electrified all the way. Can you believe it?
Here comes Johnny Football. He's in the pocket. Now he's out. And he's really out. And he got the first down. And that's Johnny Football right there.
A Heisman-winning quarterback from the state of Texas making his league debut for a last-place team with a Kyle Shanahan offense. Stop me if you've heard this before. We have. But will Johnny Manziel have the same success that Robert Griffin III did in his rookie year with the Redskins? Manziel talked about being compared to RG3 earlier this week.
I mean, obviously another Heisman Trophy winner, a guy that I've got to know a little bit through some Heisman functions and stuff. And I think being a Texas guy, it's obviously cool to have, always cool when you're playing against somebody from the state of Texas who grew up playing Texas high school football and then playing in a school in the state of Texas. So, I mean, you look at RG3, I think he's an excellent player, a guy that was a little banged up last year, but we'll see. Hopefully this year he can get back to the form what he was doing as a rookie. But obviously a big fan, a guy that's going to be fun being out on the field with, that likes to extend some plays with his legs. Is similar to what I do, but I mean, he played in this offense, so that's another thing that matches up as well. But I think he's an excellent young quarterback.
A lot of comparisons for obvious reasons, but Jaws, I'll ask you, should Kyle Shanahan use Manziel the same way he employed RG3?
He can't even sit still.
Yeah, I know. He's waiting. He's waiting.
I mean, Tim and I, while we're here, listen to that play-by-play, we're going crazy, you know? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of my history. I've been around the game for 40 years, the National Football League. I actually played against John Unitas and George Blanda. Let me date myself a little bit here, guys. I think I know how to develop a quarterback for long-term success. And it is not dropping back, looking at one guy, and if he's covered, take off and run. Every great quarterback I have watched grow into greatness learned how to play the position. Guys like Bill Walsh used the term, you must process information quickly. Within a matter of 2.5 to 3.1 seconds, millions of synapses must connect to go through a reading progression. That's how you develop young quarterbacks. Guys like RG3, guys like Johnny Manziel, they come into this league with a special talent. They can throw the football and they can run. If they decide to run, they do not develop into great quarterbacks. At the NFL level, you must play from the pocket first and use your mobility as a secondary part of your repertoire. I want to see Johnny Manziel play from the pocket first. Everybody went crazy on that run he had for a first down, but no one said anything about the wide open receiver he didn't throw to. We've got to be careful how we continue to elevate these guys because we are in the United States of entertainment, not the United States of production. Sorry,
you talked about the guy.
There's a soapbox underneath there, Josh. Just put it away for now. You can get back on it in a bit. What's he got to do different on Monday?
He talked about the guy he didn't throw the football to, and the good thing about this is you have video evidence now. Now it's not just combine workouts and things of that nature. You watch him Monday, talk about diagnosing things, understanding so you can identify what the defense is doing. Pre-snap, post-snap reads. Here you go. Stick route, concept of the West Coast offense, progression read, outside in, 1 to 2. Really have your choice. You out-leverage the defense. Ball should go there. Instead, he takes off running, takes an unnecessary hit, and doesn't gain as many yards. Second 8, 3-by-1 concepts. Isolated receiver versus cover 2, cloud coverage. That is awful football. You should be working the bottom of the screen here. Again, outside in, stick concept. Staple of the West Coast, throwing a locked hitch versus cover 2. That is bad football. Third down play, there's no reason you should be working the top of the screen unless you get too deep. Instead, watch Johnny Manziel's eyes. Top of the screen the entire time, working the smash, corner flat concept. You don't have it because you're getting quarters coverage. But he stares it down the whole way, takes off running, everyone's happy with it. But if he would diagnose it, like Josh said, come off it, you got the dig coming in right in front of you, and it's probably a 20-yard gain, and you don't have to run the football. It's important. You're exactly right. If you want to be consistently good in the NFL, you have to be able to play from there. I'm not saying you can't make plays other ways, and I'm sure that he'll have the ability to do that, but to be consistently good, you can't miss that basic stuff. look, maybe there are nerves, first time out, preseason game. You want to look at where he can get better. That's where you get better, looking in the right direction to get started off.
Well, that's a good place to start. How concerned should he be about the speed of these defenses? It may be Texas, but this is the NFL. It's a different deal.
I think the thing that Johnny has to understand is when you're dealing with defensive players, you know, when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, we see red. All right? When a quarterback gets out of the pocket and I'm running towards you, and if you do not get out of bounds fast enough, I'm going to do everything that I can to clean your clock. And I'm not talking about an ankle tackle. I'm talking about running through you as hard as I can, as physical as I can be with you as a quarterback, because you no longer have the protection that you're talking about in the pocket.
Correct.
Once you get outside of the pocket, you become a running back. So now as a defender, I want to tattoo you. I want to make sure that when I hit you, you have to spend a couple of snaps on the sideline.
Hello.
And they have to bring in the second-string quarterback for a while.
Tim looks nervous just sitting next to you. He's got wide eyes. It's okay, Tim. It's okay. We got your back. All right, so that's